Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial and I hope you enjoy. So to start off, I'm just taking a concealer. I'm using the Dream Lumi Touch Concealer by Maybelline New York in the shade Ivory. And I'm just going to put this on my eyelids. Just putting this all on my eyelid. And this is just so that the eyeshadows stay. And then with a large eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to blend this in. And this is the Eco Tools brush, and this is the large eye brush. And this came in a small smoky set, and that is all the other brushes that I'll be using for my eyes too. They came in a smoky eye set. Okay, so next I am just going to set that. I'm using the Maybelline Nudes palette, and I am taking the light shade right here, and it's just a light cream shade. I'm just using that large eye brush, setting that. Okay, and then next I'm using the Eco Tools angled crease brush, and I am just taking a color from the Makeup Revolution Redemption eyeshadow palette, Iconic 1. And I'm just taking this shade, and I'm just using that as a transition shade, and it's just a soft brown color. And then I'm just putting this directly into the crease. And this is just going to act as a transition shade. Okay, and then next on the crease again, I am taking the Maybelline Nudes palette again. I'm just taking this chocolate brown shade with that angled crease brush. Just putting that into my crease. And then on my lid, I am taking the Makeup Revolution palette. I'm just using the sparkly pink shade with a Eco Tools Petite Eye Shading Brush. And I'm just applying this to my whole entire lid. Okay, and then next, in my outer corner, I'm just using this eye petite shading brush thing. Okay, so I'm taking the Maybelline Nudes palette again, and I'm just taking a really dark, cool, it's not showing up on camera, but it's just like really dark, cool tone brown. It's this one right here. I'm just going to apply this to the outer V of my eye. What is the outer corner? And then I'm just using the angled eyeshadow brush. I'm just blending this and taking a little bit more of the shade and just blending that into my crease. It's okay if you make that a little bit smoky because that's the look we're going for. Then with the eye shading brush, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that pink shade we used on the lid earlier. Just applying more of this onto the inner part and just blending that out just to make it more noticeable. Then more on the center of my lid, I'm taking the Maybelline Nudes palette, taking the sparkly ivory shade with a flat shader brush again. I'm just going to apply this to the center of my lid just to highlight my eyes further. Okay, and then so that's the look so far. Okay, so with that flat shader brush again, I'm taking, I'll use this palette. I'm taking these two shades, the light ivory shade and the cream shade from the Maybelline Nudes palette, and I'm mixing those together using more of the cream color. I'm just applying this to my brow bone. And I'm just doing the same with the other eye, obviously. Okay, and then on the inner corner of my eye, I'm just taking the light ivory shade, and I'm just going to apply this to the inner corner, just to highlight my eyes. And then I'm going to take my eyelash curler, and I am just going to curl my eyes before we do the eyeliner. And then I'm just going to tightline my eyes with the NYX Slim Eye Pencil in black. So I'm just going to tightline my eyes. And then see on the other eye. And then I'm just going to apply this to my waterline also. We're going to blend this out after we do my face makeup. Then I'm using a vinyl liquid eyeliner. Well, it's a NYX vinyl liquid eyeliner. I'm just going to make a really dramatic cat eye. If you need to use tape or something, you can. I'm actually surprised I'm not. Probably going to totally mess this up. And then I'm just going to line the rest of my upper lash line and do the same with the other eye. Taking a little bit more eyeliner. Okay, I'm gonna totally mess this up. Just lining my upper lash line. And then I'm just going to do my eyebrows. So first I'm just going to brush them out with a brow brush. You can also use like a spoolie or something if you have one of those. Then I'm just going to take a small brush and with the Maybelline Nudes palette, I'm going to take the dark cool toned brown. You can use whatever color that works for your brows or whatever brow product you prefer. Then I'm just going to fill in my brows. And I'm just doing them kind of natural. You can do however you like to do your brows. You don't even like need to fill in your brows. You could just like brush them and be done with your brows. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. And I'm just going to apply this all over my face. You can also use any other primer that you would like. You can use a mattifying primer, a color correcting primer, whatever primer you have that you like to use. I'm just rubbing this into my face. Okay, then I'm using the NYX Stay Mappin' Up Flat Liquid Foundation in the shade Creamy Natural. Then I realized that I applied it to my finger. So, just taking a brush, I don't know what brand this is by, but I'm just using a base foundation brush and applying this to my face. I'm just applying this to my face in small portions first. Then I'm just applying the excess on my neck first, just to prevent any harsh foundation lines. And I'm just blending this into my face using circular motions with the brush. And just make sure not to mess up your eyeliner when you get close to your eyes. Oh, I got foundation in my hair. Okay, and then I'm taking the same the same concealer I used on my eye. Just going to correct my under eye bags with concealer using triangular motions. Just my nose, my forehead. So I'm just highlighting and correcting any pimples Then I'm just going to blend that in with the same foundation brush. Being careful not to mess up my eyeliner. Because honestly, if I mess up the eyeliner, I won't be able to do it again. Why is that eye so... Take a little bit more of that concealer under my eye. Because I applied more to the other eye. Then I'm just going to use under my eye, using the NYX contour kit, I'm just going to mix soft light and cream together, using mostly the white shade, just to highlight and brighten under my eyes and set the concealer that I used. And then on the rest of my face, I'm using the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, shade Soft Beige. I'm just using a powder brush. Just lightly dusting this all over my face. And make sure you put on your powder very lightly because you don't want to make your face cakey. Because if you apply too much powder, it'll make your face cakey. Then, to contour, I am using the NYX Contour Kit. And I am using shade Sculpt. I'm just going to apply this to my cheekbones, forehead, nose, and jaw. And you can just contour any parts of your face that you would normally contour. Just make sure to get a really nice defined line. And then I'm just contouring my nose. And then I'm using soft light and just putting that under my contour, just make it have a straighter, more defined line. And then I'm using the NYX High Definition Blush in the shade Hamptons. It's crushed. Then I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. And I really like this blush because it goes with pretty much every makeup look because it's just a normal pink kind of peachy blush. I just dumped that everywhere. And then to highlight, I am actually going to use eyeshadow palette I got from Rue 21. I'm going to use the light gold shade at the top. It's just a light sparkly gold shade. And I am actually going to take my large eye brush, or yeah, I'll use this brush. I actually changed my mind. I'm going to use this one is just a little, oh my god, okay. This one is just a little bit darker than the other one. It's more pigmented. Just applying this to my cheekbones. Ooh, wow, this brush really works. That is really sparkly. Then the tip of my nose. And the bridge of my nose. And my forehead. My chin. And my upper lip. And then I'm going to finish off my eyes. I'm going to use a smudge brush with some black eyeshadow. I'm using the ones from the Maybelline Nudes palette. Smudging this underneath my eye. And this makes the eye look just more dramatic. And then I am using the Maybelline New York Great Lash. I'm using the Lots of Lashes one. And of course I got it. Okay, so just doing the same with the other eye. Oh, that glow though. Okay. And then I'm using the Maybelline New York Lip Color Palette. Where's the brush? Shoot. So I'm going to use a lip brush, and I'm going to be using, first I'm going to be using the red shade. The brush doesn't work. Where is my other? Okay, and I'm going to switch to a different lip brush because the other one wasn't working very well. Yeah, this one works much better. Then I'm going in with another color. I'm using the dark plum shade. And this will just make it look darker. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the red shade. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. And if you would have any suggestions for videos in the future, please comment them below, and hope you enjoyed. Bye!